Thank you. I call the member for Indi.
And I second the comments of the member for Dobell. What a great idea. Yes, I'd like to take it up. Mr Deputy Speaker, last week was Refugee Week, and on Thursday I had the pleasure of welcoming 30 people from Albury-Wodonga to this parliament. They are part of the over 1,000-strong Bhutanese community who have come to Albury-Wodonga via refugee camps in Nepal. The last census showed an interesting statistic, and the first group, the Bhutanese or Nepalese, is the 4th largest language spoken at home in Indi. And these Bhutanese people have arrived in Albury-Wodonga in October 2008, initially 22 people, and today we have over 1,000 people living in Albury-Wodonga. And they've come via the refugee, expelled almost 20 years ago, or 22 years ago out of Bhutan, spent 22 years in refugee camps in Nepal, and have now been 5,500 of these people have now been resettled in Australia. Since their arrival, the Bhutanese community members have made an active contribution to the community of Albury-Wodonga and Victoria. And one of these examples is that the Bhutanese community collected and fundraised and donated over $3,500 at the time of the Victorian bushfires Black Sunday to the whole community. It was their early days in Victoria, and this effort was absolutely recognised, and we're very grateful for it. The community continues to make fantastic inroads into our community, and I'd particularly like to acknowledge 3 of the leaders who are playing their part to make this possible. So to Tetu, who came up last week and actually made a fantastic speech in this parliament. He's chairperson of the Albury-Wodonga Ethnic Communities Council, and he's president of the Bhutanese Association in Albury. Thank you, Tetu. To Tushi, to thank you also for your work. He's Vice President of the Bhutanese Association in Albury, and Rada, he's the former President of the Bhutanese Association. So when I told this community that I was making a speech today, I asked them for some words, and I'm now with great pleasure like to talk a little bit about some of the things they've done. They tell me they're settling in really well. The students are studying and winning prizes at school and university. But there are some challenges, particularly for middle-aged people who are learning English for the first time and trying to find work. But regardless of that, the community is volunteering and working in Parklands, Albury-Wodonga and at TAFE. They're working in senior wellness projects, they're doing cultural transition projects, and they're particularly participating in interstate soccer. So I'd like to say to my community of Albury-Wodonga, thank you very much for what you're doing. Welcome to our community. Thank you for coming to Canberra, and I'm very proud to be your representative in this place.
I call